Why tell me like I'm supposed to know?
I was speaking out loud, just like how I said out loud Beyonce's album done. I already know how you feel about Beyonce. We've had conversations.
And I can listen to it. I don't give a fuck. I'll listen to it.
I get you.
Well, he already cleared his joint out. Thanks, friend. I'm in your world, Jacob. I'm about to put
You
my.
can join my team.
I don't know, you motherfucker. If you gave me a second, I would have done that. You fucking bitch. I was gonna tell you I was gonna do that. I
Well,
was gonna tell you I was gonna do that.
you
But you
moving
ain't
your
gonna tell
camp
me like I
again?
know what I don't fucking know, but I already know you fucking cock.
Swear?
You moving your camp again? You say?
You say astaghfirullah.
Stop it enough.
Astaghfirullah.
Do you know? There was an audition I had when I
Just
was.
say it.
Say it again. 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 Say it again.
Astaghfirullah.
Stop what?
Astaghfirullah.
Stop. Well, say it slow.
Astaghfirullah.
Stafulala. Stafulala.
Good, alright, now what are you gonna say?
So there was an interview. I mean, I'm sorry to do. I don't mean to cut you off. Like I don't care what you're saying. But like, when you say something, my mind is like it races to something else, and I'll think of something else from what you said. It happens all the time. But I don't want you to feel like I didn't care what you were saying. But that's like I had to get the thought off type shit. But yeah. So fucking there was one time I had an audition for to join this talent agency, and it was like one of the talent agencies where it's like I was gonna join two different talent agencies in Georgia. One was in Georgia, one was in Alabama. But once is one in Alabama, and it was like, oh, you have to pay $500 for the local showcase, or you can pay $1,000 for the nationwide showcase, which includes Hollywood directors, Hollywood producers, and it was a great opportunity. But my dad, I'm not gonna say he didn't believe me. I know he didn't have that kind of money, but I've seen my dad like get money together quickly for other shit. You know, when we went on vacation, I saw him get my money together, and I was like, damn, you just paid $300 a person and it's seven of us to go to Universal type shit, and it made me it hurt me. It really did hurt me because like he it's like maybe he knew I wanted to be an actor, maybe he didn't believe in me type shit, like I didn't believe in my like ambition. But anyway, that's not important. That's a whole different damn. That's a whole different thing. But the audition we had to do, it was like a cold take type shit. Like he just tells you what to say, you have to react, right? And I do like it because I feel like obviously I feel like the flaw in acting comes from when you overthink it. You know what I mean? But I feel not the flaw, but like what could become a setback. But it's nice to be able to just do it like off rip. You know what I mean? And he was like, oh, come right here. He was recording me. He had an earpiece and he's talking to somebody else on the phone who was on FaceTime. He's telling them my dimensions. He's like, yeah, five. He's like, oh yeah, 5'10", 200 pounds, black, light though, light, not dark. Yeah, he's a shade five type shit. And the way he was saying it, like he's describing me to this dude, and in front of everybody in the room, and everybody's there, and I was the only one. Like all the other parents were sitting down with their kids, and these are like little kids. And I'm like the only like man in there type shit, and it was crazy because he was like the first thing he said, he was like you're gonna repeat after me. You're gonna repeat after me. What I say, you're gonna act it. And right now we're gonna do. And he said he didn't tell me an emotion. He said you're just repeat it. Just say it. Just it's a cold read. Just say what I say. And I was like, all right. And he was like, oh mom, not tonight. You know, he was like, oh mom, not tonight. And I was like, oh mom, not tonight. No. And I did it. And he said like a bunch of other ones. And he was like, good, good. And the dude on the phone, like he had the phone like facing me, like he wasn't a tech savvy dude. He had the like he was on FaceTime, but he had the phone facing me like this, and I could see the like I'm looking at you. I could see the guy, and he's like this, like good. And I was like, what the fuck? And he was like, and then when it was over, when I was the last one. When I was done, he pulled me to the side and he was like, yeah, man, no. He said, no, man, you're the one, man. You're the one. You're the one. I'm gonna tell everybody. And I don't know if it was bullshit or if it was like to get you to pay this $1,000 type shit. But he was like, "Oh, you're the one, man. He's like, I'm gonna tell all the producers about you. You're gonna be my pick. You're gonna be my pick. You're gonna be my pick." I know a guy, fucking Tony, fucking some long ass Italian name, who's working in Hollywood right now. He's gonna love you. He needs a dramatic actor just like you, type shit. And I'm like, oh, fantastic. And then he's like, do you have headshots? Do you have headshots? He's like, do you have headshots? And I was like, no, I don't have any headshots. He said, go get some headshots right now. Go get some headshots. And my dad was hyped because my dad thought that it was like a right then kind of thing. Like, this is it right here, you know? and we went home. We got my dad's other phone. We went to CVS. We plugged it into the machine. We blew them up. We printed them out. We came back with we came back with the headshots. The dude was like perfect, perfect, perfect. Then he sat down with me and my dad, and then he told us what we did not know. You know, the catch. You know what I mean? The catch, like the thing that's like the turning point. And he was like, well, the way it works is I see people I see people that I like, and if I like them, I advance them to the showcase. Now there are two showcases you can do. There's a local showcase with local directors in your area, so in the tri-state, so that's going to be Georgia, Alabama, Florida, stuff like that in your area that you can work with, or we could do the big boy. And I was like, and I was so excited. I was like, the big boy, and he was like Hollywood, the national, he was like the nationwide, the national showcase. And I was like, yeah. And he was like, no, that's going to include your Hollywood directors. That's going to include your Hollywood directors, not only Hollywood, but New York as well. New York, Atlanta, Hollywood, everywhere. All the big film places. And he's saying this stuff, and my eyes are lighting up. I'm so excited. I'm like, oh my God, this is it, bro. Like, I'm really about to secure my fucking dream right here, bro. And I was like, this is going to be it. And he's like, all you have to do is, you know, if you're okay, we'll sign the paperwork. That'll be it. And I'll help you pick out a good monologue to do, something not too mainstream, but something that really fits you well, and that we can showcase your talent truly. And he said like he cared, and I don't know to this day if he really cared, if he didn't, and he was like, yeah, and he was like, and that's all. You're gonna perform the monologue one time. You know, I'm gonna help you practice it. We're gonna practice. You're gonna practice it with me. I'm gonna set you up with this acting coach, but I was gonna set you up with the acting coach, but honestly, you have the raw talent. I feel like you don't need the acting coach. That's what he said. And I was like, I'm sitting there, I'm just like, yeah, I'm just eating it up. And I'm like, and he was like, yeah, so we're going to do that. You're going to perform it one time. That's going to be it. And you're already going to lock things in. My guy, Tony, the way he said it, he was this old ass, like, not Italian, but like, he was Italian, but he was like far down. He doesn't have the full accent, like the full Italian accent. But he was like, you know, my guy, Tony, he's like, my guy, Tony's going to hire you. I already know this. My guy, Tony's going to hire you. Tony's working on something big for Paramount, like that. You know what I mean? And I was like, why is this dude shooting me? And I'm like, oh, and he's like, my guy Tony's gonna hire you. He's working on something big for Paramount, something big, you know, like that. And I was like, and he's like, would you be interested in that? Was that something you'd like to do? Because you're my guy. You are my guy. You're my guy. You're the one. All these fucking kids, you know, they're cool, but they're not, you know, you're my guy. You're my guy. You're my guy. I want you. What's your name? Q-Ron, right? Q-Ron? Yeah, Q-Ron. And I was like, like that. And I was like, what the fuck? And I don't know. It could have been a very well executed scheme, like plan to rope me in.
It did sound like it. Like,
but I don't know. At the same time, me being optimistic, I was 17 or I was 18, super optimistic, super hopeful. You know what I mean? Of an opportunity like that. And he was like, and he literally was looking me dead in my fucking eyes, like, and he's like, "Are you ready, Kieran?" And I was like, and I looked at my dad, and my dad was shaking his head. My dad was nodding his head, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm ready." And then he was like, "Okay." So, and he was like, okay, perfect. And then it was like 1, 2, 3, 4, so. And I was like, and my heart dropped because I knew it was coming. I knew the body bag was coming. He was like, so. In regards to your showcase selection, obviously you're not going to go for the local because, like I said, my guy Tony, he's only going to come down here for the national. You know, like that. And he spoke like that. He spoke like really like with his hands, and he's like a super loud fucking Italian guy from New York, you know, type shit. And he was like, my guy Tony's gonna hire you. He's only gonna come down for the national showcase, okay? And like that. And I was like, okay. He said, so you're gonna do the national? And I was like, yeah. And I looked at my dad, and he was like, my dad was not, but shaking his head, and I was like, yeah. Yeah, national. That sounds like my thing. I'm trying to stay calm, stay cool, not fucking really not really like, you know, trying to seem like I'm giving him all the power type shit. And I was like, yeah, definitely. And he was like, okay. And he was like, okay. So the national showcase, and he was like, well, the national showcase to get all these people out here, all these directors, all these producers, you know, to get them to all come here to Alabama, you know, to pay for everything. There's going to be a fee. And I was like, and you think small, $30, $40 like that, you know, even $100 for a fee type shit. Like, not fee, but this isn't a fee. This is the price. You know what I mean? This is the price, not a fee. It's a price.
Trying to get their money.
And yeah, so they can get their money because time is money in Hollywood. Like you got to wait. You can't waste nobody's fucking time. He said, "My guy Tony's coming, and my guy Tony's gonna hire you. I already know you're gonna get that. And then anybody else that wants you, that's your choice. If you want to pick up different roles or stuff like that, this is gonna be the start of your career right here, Kieran. I hope that you're ready for that. It's gonna be the start of it right here." And I'm like, fuck, man. And I was like, oh my God. And he was like, well, and my dad was like, I think my dad knew at that moment that it was bullshit. My dad's a very skeptical person. I get it from him being a skeptic. And he was like, what's the fee? Straight like that. And the guy was like, well, and he was like, well, Mr. Lindsay, it's not that steep. I've seen fees much higher. I've seen fees much higher. And for your son, I feel like it's very worth it. Like that. And my dad was like, what's the fee? And my dad knew. I think my dad knew, and he was like, "Well, it's just," and he was like, "It's just going to be $999." And my dad, he like, it's like I was looking at my dad. I was looking at my dad, and my dad was looking at the guy, and then he said $999, and my dad just like he just turned his head away, and then like it was like 1, 2, 3, 4. He turned back. I don't have that money. And the guy was like, "Oh well, you don't think you can get it? It's your son's future here, Mr. Lindsay. He's gonna go places like that." And my dad was like, "I don't have that." My dad was like, he just was like, "I don't have that money." And he was like, and then my dad was like, "Can I get your phone number? Can we think about it?" And he's like, "Yeah, but I'm just letting you know this is gonna be next month. You know what I mean? We only have a month for Kieran to prepare, for Kieran to study his monologue, to master it within that month, and then execute. That's all we got time for, like that." And I was like, okay, yeah, let me think about it, and we'll get back to you. He got the dude Tony's number. Tony, not his name wasn't Tony. His friend was Tony, but he got the dude's number. He gave me his card as well, and then we left. And in the car, my dad didn't say shit the whole ride. And I was thinking like, and in my mind, I'm like, bro, like if this is anything I've ever needed in my entire life, I need you to do this for me now. I need this now. I don't give a fuck how much it costs, bro. I will pay you back, bro. He said there's a surefire thing. You know what I mean? And even if it was a scheme, as a naive little kid, even if it was a scheme, like it was at that time, like I was like, fuck. And it's like, you know what I mean? And we went all the way, and I'm thinking my dad's gonna be on the phone with people, calling him, talking to him, like, I need this money, like he does for everything else. He does that for bills, he does that for vacations. He could do that for me and my actual career starting, you know what I mean, type shit. And it was just fucked, man. It was just so fucked. And and then he got home and he was like, we can't do it. And he was like, we can't do it. He didn't talk to me like all night. He was like, we can't do it. We can't do it. I mean, no, he didn't say it like that, but I know that's what he was thinking. But then, like, at the end of the night, he was just like, we'll find something else, Kieran. We'll find something better for you. Like that. And I was crushed. I was truly crushed. I was truly fucking crushed, man. I really was. Like, that was like my first, like career L, I guess you could say. And I was like, damn. And I always was like, you know what I mean? Like, it was, maybe I was being naive, but, I was right there. I was right there. I felt like I was right there, and it just like slipped away, right there, type shit, type stuff, and yeah.
Like doing,
But you
like
saying
doing
that, you saying like,
there.
say this, like it made me think of it, like it really just made that whole thing pop into my head. So I'm sorry for that long ass story, but that
It's cool. Hold on, I have to defecate, and I'll tell you what I want to say for the story.
for sure. Ah man.
Damn, Q.
Yeah, Jakey. You know how it goes, Jakey.
No.
Just
He had the whole fake ass Italian thing going on, yo.
And it's like I don't know if it was fake. I don't want to do him like that, but it's like I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know what was real. If it was real,
I was so young. Damn.
It was like I was so young, I was so excited, and maybe I don't know if it was a scam or what the fuck, but it was real to me at that time. You know what I mean? Like it was real to me. You know.
Right.
I didn't know.